Hi everyone, welcome to our virtual safe space. I'm Mila Dalben and I am a secret feminine specialist. Today we're going to talk about how to have peace in every phase of your life, every time of your life. Here in this profile, I teach women how to find inner peace through the healing of the feminine essence. But the knowledge that I bring here is not only for women, especially today, because today we're going to talk about how the chakras can interfere, how they can help us to have peace, or how they can affect our emotions and make it harder for us to access our inner peace. I think everyone already heard about chakras at least once in their lives, and I'll be short explaining what are chakras because that's not the point today. But chakras in Sanskrit, the translation would be will. And on some traditions, the chakras, they believe they keep it running, and they believe they also are like our centers of energy in our body. For me, the chakras also are like a way to connect all our other bodies, because our body is not only like the physical body, the one that we see. Our body, we also have more bodies what are not like physicals, like our emotional body, our spiritual body, so many other types of bodies we have. And on my point of view, the chakras, they connect all those bodies in only one thing. And they bring energy to, especially to our physical body. But imagine like we have many bodies like posted like in layers, and comes the chakras and connect all those layers of our body, from our spiritual, mental, Buddhic bodies, all our other bodies. It all connects by the chakras. The chakras also connect our energy with the earth energy. It's like a way from where you receive energy. So the energy received from the sun comes and get inside your body by the chakras. The energy received from earth, she comes and she connects with you by the chakras. So those are points for connections. When you connect with someone, when you get to know someone, you're going to connect with this person by the energy that our chakras change. And that's why, for example, an intimacy relationship, like a sexual connection, are so deep, so profound, because imagine that it's like you connecting your root chakra deeply and deeply with somebody else's root chakra. That's why we change so much energy in a sexual relationship. So, do you have any idea why is the understanding about the chakras is related to having inner peace? So, once you have your chakras in balance, once they are aligned, once their energy is running to the right place, in the right way, in the right position, your emotions and your physical health will be okay. But imagine, like, for example, our heart chakra, our throat chakra is blocked. When our throat chakra that is it's blocked, for example, we might not be able to communicate everything that we want or everything that we need with the same quality. For myself, for example, when I have like some blockage in this chakra, what happens to me is that I lose completely my voice. It's very easy to know that I'm facing some blockage on my throat chakra because I completely lost my voice. And that is a lot connected with our power of saying our truth, saying what we need to say. You understand what I mean? So that's why when you have like all your chakras in balance, that's why you can have, it's easier to you to access your inner peace. I have told you in here before, inner peace is something like you access. It is something like you already come with it inside of you. But you need to access it. And you need to be able to access your inner peace. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life, because our problem is never going to stop. So you have to keep it going and finding your inner peace inside of you. And there's 2 stories that I want to share with you about chakras. Did you know that my biggest awakening started one day with like a simple thing? And I didn't knew that before I sit to write everything that I want to bring to this life. I didn't had idea about it before, but now I know with more clear. I remember that the day that I had my spiritual awakening, the day that I understood that I was doing something wrong with my life and that I needed to change it, that I needed to connect with spirituality. That changed in a day that I was like in a party. I was like in a, it's not a concert, it's like a festival. I was in a festival, and I remember that at some point I sit in that festival and I had the feeling like that I had to align all my chakras with the planet chakras. Before that, I had no idea exactly what was chakras about. I didn't knew nothing about spirituality. I was living like my very human life. I had no connection. I had no understanding about those things. But like intuitively on that festival, I remember to sit at some point. It was in a very beautiful place. And I remember to sit in this like nature and to sit and say, I need to align my chakras with the chakras of Mother Earth. And I just made like a visualization about my chakras, like some centers of energy in my body. I knew what they were, but I never had studied before. And then I remember to see like my chakras, those energy centers connecting with the energy centers of Mother Earth. And from that day on, my life was not the same. My life changed completely. Many things happened, but I'm sure that happened because I choose to align myself, my energy, with the energy of the earth. And that is a very potent type of meditation. When you visualize your own energy centers, when you visualize your own chakras. Because then what is the reason to meditate? It is to look for inside. So when you look to inside and when you observe your chakras, you are observing how are your energy going on. And I will be telling you soon like which chakra for which feelings and which emotions they are related to. And then you're gonna understand better even how that can help you. Also, the next information that I'm bringing, it's not written anywhere. It was knowledge that came to me on a journey, on a plant medicine journey. It's not written. I didn't find that anywhere. I looked at and I didn't find it. And I want to share with you all because that made so much sense for me. And I think some of you even will want to type on what phase of life based on chakras you are. And I'm sharing this because one thing that plant medicines always teach me is all the knowledge, all the wisdom that comes through you, they only comes through you. They are not yours. They are not for you. So everything that I learned on my journeys, I try to bring up to everybody because this knowledge is for us. And once we start applying those things, it is so beautiful how our life can change. And I am like a proof of that because every time I start applying everything the plant medicines teach me, I can be a little bit better day by day, for sure. And those things, the thing that she teach me about the chakras, it is very interesting. She started showing me my kid, Ben, and she showed me Ben once. Ben was months of year. And then she showed me, do you see how he depends on you? Do you see how he needs to fight for surviving, how he needs to start to fight for food, for shelter, and for affection. Those are the basic needs from like a newborn to a baby, right? Everyone with me? Those qualities that he was learning, those qualities he was going through, those are root chakras needs. And then she started showing me once he turned 1 year old until he was 2 years old. And then she showed me how he started to be active and curious and touching and everything. And in that age from 1 to 2 was the age that he started touching things and walking and figuring out things and discovering and putting everything on his mouth and walking and doing different things. And those are the needs from the Sacral Chakra. Those are the needs from the Sacral Chakra, which are about creativity, which are about sexuality. But in that moment, because obviously he was only like between around 1 year old, he was expressing it by his artistic thing, by his curiosity. So, and then he showed me once Ben was 2 years, like when he was living his 2 to 3 years, how he started to impose himself for me. Like how he started to letting clear what were his desires. And that is a need from our solar plexus chakra. Now that he is 3 years old, for 4, he's living this phase. In this part of his life, he started to work on his heart chakra. So it was very interesting because as soon as he turned 3 years old, he started to demonstrate much more love and affection for me. He started to say, I love you, and I love to eat that. I love the smell of my bed. He started to demonstrate that. And that goes on with our life. So once they are 4 years to 5 years, they're going to work on their throat chakra. So they're probably going to start talking and calling back and talking back, acting back for us, because they are learning how to use this chakra. And then when they were like 5 to 6, then they're gonna work on their third eye chakras. So that's when they're gonna start to be intuitive, when they're gonna start liking games that they need to use their intuition. And then once they are 6 to 7 years old is when they're gonna start working more with their intelligence and awareness, is when they're going to understand us better. And then the cycle repeats again. And once she showed me that, guess what I did? I wrote down something like that, like with all the chakras and ages, because I wanted to see on which chakra I was working on, because that repeats. So once like you are 7 years old, you're going to be working again on your first chakra. And it repeats. So I want to know what age are you living now? So I'm going to tell you which chakra is your energy flowing more. Which chakra it is for you supposed to put energy on, understanding on, conscious on it. For me, for example, I keep up with Ben. So I am 31 years old now, and I'm also working on my with my heart chakra. And now I will be talking a little bit about how works each chakra, and how you can know if your chakra is blocked or if it is aligned. And if you know how to work with those things, it is much easier to have inner peace, because you know where you need to work on. You know what you need to let go. You know what you need to put attention. You know even what you can make bad and what you can make good based on that information. For example, we were talking about the root chakra, which is about surviving feelings. So when we are working on our root chakra, or when we have a blockage on our root chakra, because even though you are not working in this year, we also have those all feelings. And if you have, let's suppose I am a person that my energy is on my heart chakra for this year of my life, but I also have a blockage on my root chakra. It can happen. So that's why I'm gonna go with all the chakras, because we can find in yourself if you have a blockage or if that's aligned. So root chakra is about surviving. Our needs are food, shelter, affection. Also, the root chakra is what makes the base of our physical body. And grounding. So those are the needs that are related to the root chakra. How do I know if I have a blockage on this chakra? I will feel insecure about my finances and my basic needs. So if you are struggling or always worrying about money, and if you are suffering with basic needs, you probably has a blockage on the chakra. You know you are aligned because you feel stable, you feel confident, you feel independent, you feel strong. Even if you are having like a financial problem in your life, but you feel that you are independent, you feel that you are confident, you trust that everything that you need will come to you, you are aligned, even if you're facing struggling. You understand what I mean? So, second chakra, which is the Sacral Chakra, it is related to pleasures and every type of pleasures. Even our pleasure when we are eating, the pleasure when we are having anything that brings you pleasure. The Sacral Chakra is about pleasures and creativity. It is also related to sexuality, but I will put more like in a pleasure way, because it's not only about sexual pleasure. You know that you are aligned with this chakra when you feel vibrant, when you feel happy, positive, and the word that is the must, when you feel satisfied. You don't need to eat too much. You don't need too much for nothing. Like, you feel satisfied. You are satisfied with your life. You are satisfied with your body. You are satisfied with everything that you have. You feel satisfied. That means that your chakra is aligned. But if your sacral chakra is blocked, you are the person that's gonna experience emotional explosive. You, like, anything, like the small thing happens and you explode. Irritable. You feel irritable a lot. You have no energy. You have lack of energy and no creativity at all. And you can also be obsessed with, your thoughts might be obsessed with sex. That means you have a blockage on this in this chakra. Our third chakra is the solar plexus, which is around our stomach. It is our needs on this chakra are self-esteem and confidence. That's how you put yourself in the world. That's how you keep your center. That's how you keep yourself aligned in everything. That's how you show up for the universe, for the people around you. That's how you show up. That's a lot about self-confidence. There's a lot about self-esteem. And guess what? A person that has depression, she might have a blockage on this chakra. So she might take medicines for depression for years and nothing changed. Ask this person if she ever aligned her chakra, if she ever removed a blockage that she has on her solar plexus. Ask her if she's eating food, like yellow foods, that will help to nourish this part of her life, her body. So that's why understanding about those things are important. Because if you're facing depression, you might know that it would be helpful for you to remove a blockage from your solar plexus. Lack of self-esteem, anger, and perfectionism. Those are also things that shows that you are having a blockage on your solar plexus chakra. But in other hands, if you are with your solar plexus aligned, you might feel energetic, productive, and focused. Like you can do whatever you tell yourself you're gonna do. If you woke up in the morning and you say you're gonna do 5 minutes of ice bath, you will do it. Because you are focused, because your solar plexus is it's aligned. Then we go for our heart chakra. Once our needs on this chakra are love and compassion. If your life is surrounded by love, if your life is surrounded by compassion, if your heart is surrounded by love and compassion, then you're probably gonna have a aligned heart chakra, which will be expressed with compassion, caring, optimism, and you are a friendly person, you are an open person to life, to people, you laugh, you welcome everybody with a smile on your face. But for other hands, if you have a blockage on that chakra, you are going to express that with anger. Who don't know, some people they are always with anger. Tell this person, please, I think you should do some blockage, remove from your heart chakra. I know, everyone knows someone. Lack of trust. So if you are in a relationship and you can never trust the person that you are with, there might be a blockage in this chakra. Anxiety. We know, everyone knows someone with anxiety, and when we are having some anxiety, means that we stop to trust, we stop to surround ourselves. Another thing that also shows that you are having a blockage on your heart chakra is jealous. If you are a person that is always jealous with other persons, what they have, if you are always comparing what you have with what other persons have, that means you have a blockage on your heart chakra, and it needs to be removed, so you're gonna feel much better. Imagine that you remove all those blockages from your life. Is or isn't that easier for accessing inner peace? Isn't? If you remove like a blockage that you have on your heart that makes you feel jealous of everybody, and isn't it easier to be in peace? Isn't it easier to deal with a situation in your life with your friends, in your relationship, much easier? That's why it's interesting to align our chakras. Our fifth chakra, which is the throat chakra, it is about communication. Our need in this chakra is communication. And when we talk about communication, it's not about saying. It is about saying and being understood. Communication in a big picture is not only about saying. Saying sometimes is easier, but this chakra needs to be heard as well. It needs to be communicated well. And in that part, I will make us small, I would recommend everybody to study a little bit about non-violent communication, because sometimes when we say something, the other person might not understand what we are saying, and when they are saying something, we might not understand what they really means, because our emotions can come in the front of what they are saying, and we're just gonna observe, for example, we can observe something completely different, what they mean. So the throat chakra, the needs of it, it's communication. And it needs to be clear, and it's not only about speaking, it's also about being heard. Okay, so again, I would point everyone to study a little bit, read a book. I was reading this book, look at the size, it's tiny. This is about non-violent communication. It's tiny, so everyone can take a week of your life, a couple hours a week to read about non-violent communication. Look, we are here for the new earth, and in new earth we communicate much better. We communicate in a much lover way. I personally don't learn anything if it doesn't come from love. If it comes with criticism, if it comes with judgment, if it comes in a way that I feel like I have to defend myself, I'm not going to be able to pay attention to what you're saying. So, here people, study. Throat chakra needs is communication, and it is good when you know how to self-express yourself, when you have a constructive communication, and you have a blockage on this chakra when you are too shy, too quiet, and you have this feeling of feeling weak. You never feel good enough, you feel yourself weak. And our third eye, which is our sixth chakra, Our needs in that chakra is intuition and imagination. So you know you have aligned chakra, third eye chakra, because you feel confident emotionally and spiritually. You understand the difference? Like, you know your emotions, you sit with your emotions, you understand them, you know who you are, you feel confident. You just know someone can come and tell you something, and if it's not true, you're gonna say that's not true, and it's fine. And if they say something that you know it's true, or you already know because you are aware about it, you're gonna say, okay, I know that, I'm working on that. You see how it's easier to have peace if you have your third eye aligned? Because then if someone brings something from them to you about you, it doesn't take your mind away. Because if they say something you know it's true, you're gonna say, yeah, it's true, I'm working on that. If they say something for you that is not true, you're gonna say, wow, I already looked at that and that's not true. It's okay that you think that. So it gets much easier to access this place where like things don't bother you, because you have your third eye. Okay, so you know who you are. You become your own master. Like you can follow people to learn, but you don't need them to tell you what to do. You are your own guide. You don't need to open oracles. You don't need to ask people what you have to do, because you become your own master. And that brings a lot of inner peace. Because when you assume your responsibilities about the things, you know. But when someone comes and tell you what to do, you're always going to be like, what if I have done the other thing? So becoming your own master is like such a peaceful thing. And no attachments. A person that has the third eye aligned, they don't have attachments. And I can tell you with like 100% sure, a life with less attachment is much easier. It's much easier if you have less attachment to people, because you're gonna get less frustrated. It's much better if you have less attachment to things, because things are only things. You understand? Like your worth, it's not about the things that you have. Your worth, it is about who you are and how you feel with yourself. That's what gonna tell you your worth. Because when you die, there is no God that's gonna be waiting you at the door with crossed arms, waiting for you to see the list of things that you did or not. It's your unconscious. And that's also learnings that I had on medicine, on journeys with plant medicines. So the things that I'm bringing here, it's all things that came to me or by reading books or by plant medicines or my guides telling me. And any of those things belongs to me. It's our. That's why I'm putting here as much as I can, because it is knowledge for everyone. And a thing that I'm working now in this moment in my personal life is to understand that as you grow, I grow, because we are one. And it's different when you feel that, because it's beautiful to say it from the mouth out. It's beautiful. Everyone is saying that. But did you already stop it to look how hard it is to really feel that and to really live that, this feeling like we are one? If you grow, if you get better, I grow, I get better. Not only by saying, but like living it, understanding it. Like, it's hard. I'm struggling with that, but I'm putting my effort, I'm putting my awareness on that. And the last chakra, which is our Sacral Chakra, the needs about it is awareness and intelligence. Awareness, it is the ability of seeing the bigger picture of everything. And when I say intelligence, it's not only the intelligence of like the mind, you know, the one that make you good in a task, but the intelligence, like emotional intelligence, it is also this view of things, of the big picture. It is about understanding. So if you have a blockage on this chakra, you might experience frustration, melancholic, I don't know how to pronounce that in English, to be honest, but it's like melancholic, It's like you feel like sad and depressed, but it's more in a different way. It's more like, oh, my life sucks. Oh, nothing's good. It's like in a complaining way all the time. And destructive feelings. You have the feeling for destructing everything around you, to destroying yourself, like with bad eatings, bad habits, bad friends. You feel about destroying things around you. Do you see those people that, like, I think that happens a lot when we are teenager, like the kids that walk and they just start stepping on everything or writing on everything, like, and destroying things just for nothing. That it's a blockage on their crown chakra, because they cannot connect that they belong to earth, that it all is only extension of themselves. Those are the needs of each chakra, and when you know those things, you can observe how are you going with yourself. So you can observe yourself, and you can observe your feelings and what needs to be aligned. And once you align all your chakras, it gets easier to find the inner peace that you have inside of you, because it's like we never know who comes from first, the egg or the chicken. We never know, but it's the same thing. Who came first? Was the blockage or was the feeling? Or was the feeling or was the blockage? So both things mix it, and we don't know which one came first. But the thing is, once you work on one thing, the other thing will start to work better as well. For example, let's suppose that we have depression, which is a blockage on our solar plexus. Who came first? Do I have a blockage on my solar plexus that brought me depression, or my depression brought me a blockage on my solar plexus? I don't know, but maybe if you start aligning every day your chakras and removing the blockage that you have on your solar plexus chakra, maybe that will help with your depression. And then it's the energy you need to start working on your depression, so then you don't know more. If you take like your depression, you have energy to start working on removing things that in your life that brings you depression, and then the blockage on your chakra don't comes anymore. You understand what I say? Does it make sense? If you have a blockage in one of the chakras, the other ones above it might also experience some delay or blockage. Not necessarily it's going to be a blockage, but some delay on the information. Okay, but let's it doesn't help, it's not gonna work if you start to align your chakras, you start to meditate every day and start to put awareness on your chakras, and don't think you're gonna have a peace from a day to other. Like, now I meditate every day and I align my chakras every day. Don't think that tomorrow you're gonna have a peace. You're not gonna make any miracle in your life. Like, you're gonna need also to get your life organized. You know, like, don't think that making a meditation and cleaning your root chakra gonna bring you money, like, without going work, without like coming out of home, without waking up in bed. You understand what I mean? Like, it's like one more thing to help you to have structure to do what you need to do. And also meditating brings a lot of peace. So one thing helps other, but don't wait a miracle. Okay, do your part of the job, do your part of the work. And if you saw on those lists the things that I told you, you notice that yourself have some of those things. The year just started. Why not to bring your conscious and work on those things, like with conscious? Like, I'm gonna work on that part of my being that needs to be seen. Do it. The year just started. Then you can tell me, oh, Mila, but I don't know how to meditate, so I can't have my chakras aligned because I don't know how to meditate. One day, I also didn't know how to meditate. No one was born knowing how to meditate. So it's training. It is about making a choice. You make the choice to learn. You make the choice of trying. And then you keep doing, and you just don't fight, you just don't give up. And when you see, it's much easier than you thought. And I want to bring soon, very soon, a live or a YouTube video. What do you prefer, a live or a YouTube video teaching how to meditate? Because meditate is much more simple than most of the people think. And everyone that I teach how to meditate, they did it well, because it's very simple. And it's so simple that people think it's complicated, and that's what confused their mind. So if you don't know how to meditate, that's not going to be the problem for aligning your chakras, okay? You can still meditate. Also, I will, for example, today, once we are doing the meditation for aligning the chakras, we're gonna do that. I will be guiding it, so you don't really need to do much. Oh, I also don't have time for it, Mila. Again, it's about priorities. You need to choose your priorities. What are they? Right? What is your priorities? If you don't make time to meditate, if you don't take 10 minutes of your day for yourself, it's hard. Like, what are you expecting from life if you don't have 10 minutes of your day for yourself? Again, don't wait until everything comes to your lap, because that's not how life works. You need to do your job. Another thing that I learned is how, and I even talked about that last week, about mantras, about how much you repeat things, more you create things for yourself. Now, like, you see that I said I'm anxious to start the meditation. No, I'm not anxious. Actually, I'm excited to. Because if you keep saying, oh, I'm anxious, then you become anxious. Like, your body can understand that. That's what you need. So I'm excited to it. Is everybody ready to meditate a little bit? Not gonna take long. I think it's like 5-6 minutes, not much, not more than that. I will invite everyone to sit comfortable. You can even lay down if you want. You don't need to be looking for the screen. You can lay down. You just need to listen to my voice. And you need to put yourself in a position that you feel comfortable. If you put yourself in a position, especially like lay down, which you can get too comfortable and fall asleep, I recommend you to not close for completely your eyes. Keep like it slightly open, like you're gonna close your eyes, but you're gonna be looking. You're still gonna see like a line of light coming inside your eyes. That's how you keep aware and you don't fall asleep. And another thing that helps you to not fall asleep is to put your tongue at the top of your mouth. That's one more thing you need to be aware. So that helps you to not fall asleep. And also, yeah, those two things are gonna help if you are laid down. So let's start. If you sit, just sit in a position that you feel comfortable. Relax your muscles. Take a deep breath. Pay attention to your breath. Bring your conscious to your breath. As your energy goes in, as you breathe in, you start to feel more relaxed, and you feel love, you feel peace come inside. All the stress accumulated in your body today, you breathe in peace and breathe out stress, and you release your muscles. Pay attention to your heart now. How is that beating? How fast? How strong? Imagine that a channel of energy connects your energy that starts in your heart. It goes down to the earth, to the center of Mother Earth. So it goes down through your back, it goes down by your legs, until it goes out by your feet and start going to the center of Mother Earth. You're gonna pass by rocks, by water, by a fiery energy, and it's gonna get to the center of the Mother Earth, which is a crystal which emanates love, unconditional love. You see that your energy mixed with this unconditional love energy, and it goes up all the way until it touches your feet again. They go up through your legs, keep it going up in this energy channel in your back until your head, until your crown chakra, and that keeps going up until it keeps going up and up and up until you are not even close to your body anymore. Your conscious now is going up to close to the stars, and you can even go out from the earth, and now you are able to see the position of planets and the sun and the moon, and you keep it going up, and then you start to see the lights, dark and light lights are mixed between them, and you keep it going up, and then you start to see a plan which everything is gold. This is the plan where are our masters, guides, and angels. And you keep it going, and you're gonna go to a jelly space where you can see colors and symbols. And you keep it going up a little bit more, and you're gonna face a portal for the 7th plane of existence, which is a square and white color with pink tones, and you cross it. And as you cross it, you feel that everything is only energy. As you are accessing this space, you're gonna give yourself permission to align all your chakras. You need to vocalize, yes, I give you permission to align my chakras. And then you're gonna be back as someone observing your own body. You see your body that is laid down, or you see it. You're gonna observe from the root chakra. You're gonna observe that comes energy from earth, and you start to push this energy up, and you see that the chakra starts to rotate in a clock way, and that it's running and running and running. It might be a little bit dust at the beginning, it might be a little bit slow, and then you observe and you imagine that your root chakra in a red color, it is running now. And you do observation of this chakra running until it feels comfortable and it feels right for you. Once you're ready with your root chakra, you go for your Sacral Chakra, which is right after your belly button. It has the orange color. And also as observer, you're gonna see that the energy starts running in a clock direction. You're gonna make it run until it feels right for you. Then you go for your solar plexus chakra, and then you're gonna observe a yellow color on each chakra, and you're also gonna start to see the colors running on clock time, and you're gonna put that in the speed that it feels comfortable for you, it feels right for you. Then you bring your attention to your heart chakra, which can be in the color pink or green. And you also gonna observe the energy in this chakra start to run in a clock direction, and it runs until it feels right for you. Then you bring your attention to your throat chakra, which is in the color of blue and dark blue. And then you're gonna observe the energy moving in a clock direction in a blue color, and it will move in the speed that it feels right for you. Observe it. Now you bring your conscious to your third eye between your eyebrows, and the color is a light blue. Imagine now that also it starts to move in a clock direction, and it goes until it feels comfortable, it feels right for yourself. Then you bring your conscious to your Sacral Chakra, which is on the top of your head, and is in a purple color. It also runs in a clock direction, and you're going to observe that running until it feels okay, until it feels right for you. Now you observe yourself with all your chakras aligning. They are all running. They are all in the same speed. The speed might be different for each chakra, but they all feel aligned for you. They all feel okay. You literally feel this feeling of being complete, being present. You feel completely aligned in yourself, with your body, with your mind, with your spirit. And as an observer of your body, of your chakras, you come back to that space, up on your conscious, on the seventh plane of existence. And you will start to imagine your way back. So you come down from the portal, and then you go by the jelly substance, and then to the golden space, and then you pass by these mixed colors, light and dark colors blends, and you start to approach from our galaxy, and you can start to see and observing the position of the planets, of the sun, of the moon. You approach to Mother Earth, you approach to your country, you approach to your city, you approach to your house, and then you approach to your own body. Your conscious will touch the top of your head, and you can imagine like a channel of energy coming from the top of your head until your feet coming down, and then you go all the way down again until you meet the center of Mother Earth, which is this huge crystal with unconditional love. Once again, your energy mixes with the energy of Mother Earth, and it makes a way back to your feet and goes up to your legs. It connects to the base of your back and goes up all the way into your heart. And on your heart, this energy expands to outside and up and create a vibrational and protective field around you with unconditional love. Once you are ready, you can take a deep breath and start to slowly moving your body and waking up and opening up your eyes. And welcome back, everybody. This meditation, you can do it every day if you want, if you need. And that's it for today. I hope you guys like it. and anything you have a question about it, I'm here to share, to talk. Enjoy this energy to go rest, take a shower, and enjoy the rest of your night. Love you all.